Huh. Huh.
Oh, we're on.
Yeah, I'm like, wait.
Wake me up. I'm sitting there tripping. I'm waiting for flashing lights. My bad.
Oh
Top
man.
headline, guys. Top headline reads: numerous sources reported Cleveland Browns, San Francisco 49ers, Philadelphia Eagles, Los Angeles Rams, all interested in trading up to the #1 position. What is up with that? You know what? Brandon, let's go to you first on this.
Okay. So, what was it again? I wasn't paying attention.
Okay. As a matter of fact, it's funny because the other day Brandon didn't realize that Tennessee was actually doing any trading. Brandon says to me, "Oh, it's going to take a lot more than the 49ers got to offer." So I'm laughing because Brandon hadn't read the headline yet. That John is talking about trading, and there's 4 teams, as I just mentioned, the Cleveland Browns, us, the Eagles, and the Los Angeles Rams, who were all in need of that 1 number pick.
Well, Tennessee, although a drafting team, Robinson is. I'm starting to see him as a smart guy. He got Murray. He's making smart moves with the Titans, so he's going to be very picky on what he does with the first round. Whoever makes the best offer is going to get it. But I don't think we have it in our cards for Trent Baalke, for him to accept anything Trent Baalke can send his way.
Okay. Now remember, Brandon, he does. Cleveland Browns have the #2 pick, but the 49ers have the abundance of picks. I think the 49ers have more picks than anybody in the league this year. You still think that's no possibility?
There's not a. I don't know if Cleveland. I think Cleveland would be willing to trade down for 7th, though. I think we can make a deal with Cleveland because there's something about Hugh Jackson that he saw in RG3 to sign him. So
good point.
I want to know if they are even interested in a quarterback at this point, because I just saw a recent mock draft saying we might take Wentz at 7th. So
yeah, I saw that too.
I seen that all day yesterday. I was watching that ticker on NFL Network. Every now and then it would say Goff. Every now and then it would say Wentz. I says, "Oh my God!"
So
has he gotten to that?
me, I think we have a legitimate shot in making a pitch to Cleveland and them accepting it.
There you go. Now, Tito. I know Tito's got a problem with this because he's seen RG3. Tito, explain that problem, man. You was making me laugh yesterday.
Yeah, remember what I was saying? If the Browns go sign a quarterback or they trade for Colin Kaepernick, everybody's thinking that they're going to draft a quarterback with the 2nd pick. They're not going to do that. They're going to go after a defensive player. Now, if the 49ers going to move up to the top pick, I'll tell you right now, I got this funny feeling that they're not going to go after Goff. My man right there is going to be pissed off. But they're going to go after Wentz, I think. I mean, I'm worried. All I know is
Wentz kills me from the inside, though.
Yeah, I know. The only way I could think of if the 49ers move up, either to the San Diego or the 3rd, I don't see the Cleveland Browns moving up to the top pick. I don't see that. I see them trying to move down. Tennessee, you got to give it an arm and a leg. And Baalke ain't going to give up 3 first-round draft picks.
No.
I could see them maybe giving this year and a 3rd-round pick this year. Next year, maybe the 1st. And the following year, maybe a 2nd. But if they give up that much, it's going to end up being for a quarterback. And it's not going to be Goff because if they just sit there and wait, if they want a quarterback, they could get Goff with the 7th pick.
One thing that kills me about quarterbacks, though, is that even if we stay at 7th, we still have a shot at Goff. Either way, we're coming away with a good quarterback. If we trade up for 2nd, we can get Wentz. We stay at 7th, we can get Goff. It almost seems like it's in our cards.
Okay, see, Brandon, Brandon, you just underlined exactly why I think it is Wentz. Because Goff is going to come to the 49ers or Wentz. In this case, since they're going to make that move, they want to have the choice. They want the upper hand. They want to leave Cleveland with whichever guy is left. Does that make sense?
That's what 100% you're right about that. But this is Baalke we're talking about. They can easily just come out and want a defensive player too. That's the big thing with this guy, man. You can't read him at all. You can't.
So, Tito, if they were going for a defensive player, who is it that's only Watt? He is the most highest commodity defender. So it seems on all the drafts, he is the #1 defender. Is San Francisco worried about Tennessee taking? Are they really worried about Joey Bosa?
I think Joe Bosa is no joke. I like him a lot. But if we're going to give up all those picks,
then you don't need to go to #1 then.
Yeah.
You
I don't see us giving up.
Team.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But I don't see us giving up so many picks for Bosa. It's going to be for #1, the quarterback. I think it's going to be Wentz.
And Norm, because Norm always has to come in and he's got to leave.
Come on, Norm. Stop eating, man.
Oh, man, yo.
We didn't mean to interrupt you, man. And Norm, you're at home today, man. You ain't leaving. I mean, we caught you at work the last few Sundays.
No, my switch shifts off, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I work days, sometimes I work nights.
Okay, so, Norm, I'm checking out. Last week, everybody had talked me into golf, and I had already went along with it. I had bought into the program. I said, bring that boy from Berkeley right on over. I'm looking at the Wentz grades, and last Saturday he just kicked ass. I mean, he was just unbelievable. He went about 63 tosses before he missed a thing. And when they watered the ball down, he had a little bit of a problem. But beyond that, he did everything right. Norm, if they're going to get a quarterback, and that's not definite yet, if they're going to get a quarterback, are you going to go with the most athletic, bigger, stronger, faster guy? Or are you going to go with the brilliance of Cal Berkeley, but he still makes all the throws and he's still intelligent? What are you going to do?
That's a hard one. That's a hard one to go for. Yeah, because both of them look like they could be good prospect quarterbacks. I mean, I know everybody's going for Goff because he's the hometown hero. You know, he looks like he could be the hometown hero. But I'm along with. I'm in limbo as to why Baalke would go up anyway, because I don't even know if this is going to be for a quarterback or not. Like, we don't even know for sure if it's going to be for a quarterback. Like, he might trade up to get an offensive lineman. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
Nah, I don't see that happening.
Whoa. Okay.
You know they're going to want at least 2 or 3 #1s or something like that.
Let's go, Emilio. Emilio, would you be pulling the #1? Would you trade up #1 to get a defensive player?
Trade up for no.
For a defensive player, would you trade up?
That depends.
Who in this draft is so valuable that you're so worried that you need to trade up to #1 though?
Holy shit! No, yeah. Nobody really. I don't see nobody out there that you can really just say, hey, this is the #1 guy. This is who we need to get. There's not even, like I said, not even the. Yeah. No, we need a whole bunch of players, not just the quarterback. We need a.
Nah. Yeah, we need a bunch.
The quarterback thing, of course we need it because I guess the team is undecided who's going to be the starting quarterback for this coming up season. But that's just it don't really. Man, Gabbard is not a #1, man. I don't care. Not a #1 quarterback. That is just if you really believe that guy, if you believe that guy's #1, something is wrong. That man is a Tim Rattay. He's not a starter.
You know,
I can't. Something's going on with the mic. I can't hardly. Too many static, man.
Yeah. Hopefully nobody's watching TV. Hey, listen. You know what? Where's Carlo? I thought I saw him a second ago. Hey, Carlos.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, Carlos. It's time for Carlos's take. Carlos is, as you know, take opposed to any and everybody's. Carlos.
Yo.
Are you there, Carlos?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
All right, Carlos. What is your take? What is Trent Baalke mysteriously doing right now?
I just think he's about to do something stupid.
Like compared to, are you talking about like that year we could have had J.J. Watt and we got?
Oh my God!
I think we're gonna miss out on somebody important because he's really interested in Connor Cook, and that really scares me. Like, I'm serious.
There's no full evidence. There's no full evidence that he's ready for Connor Cook.
Well, put it like this: we got Alex over Rodgers. The difference.
And he's looking at wide receivers, and he's looking at positions we don't need.
That's every year.
So you tell me we have a number 1 receiver on that roster? No, you tell me we got a number 1. No, answer that. We got a number 1 receiver on this roster?
We don't know, Emilio. We haven't
have
seen
a number 1
yet.
anything.
We don't.
But how do
We
you
don't
know?
have another 1 anything.
Who? Ronbo,
Guys.
Wait. Let me answer his question, guys. Hold on, just give me. Go ahead, Emilio.
Name one number 1 potential number 1 receiver we have on this team.
DeAndre Smelter.
Man, you don't know. He didn't even play and he was hurt. I can't go with that. Unless he was playing, I give it to you. But I can't.
Torrey Smith.
Torrey Smith could be.
He's the number 2.
Nah, number 1, guys.
Quentin Patton.
But we really hadn't had that go-to man. No, exactly.
Guys.
Okay, hold on. One at a time, guys, or else we just get blurred. All right, Emilio, explain your position then, because my feeling is, even if you draft a guy, is he going to come in as your number 1?
Well, hey, wasn't it Cleveland did it with Calvin Johnson? Why can't we draft a quarterback with a number 1?
Oh, you got me there, Jack. Touche.
So, hey,
Yeah, but you see Calvin Johnson, man. That boy's bad.
he was on a mediocre team. Come on.
There ain't no Calvin Johnson in this draft though.
That's for sure, man.
I'm not saying that.
There's no way.
just saying,
I don't see
we
no
need a
Calvin
receiver.
Johnson in the draft at all. Not even one. All I know is when it comes to
Shit,
Baalke,
there's no
he
Jay
did the
Rice
same
now.
thing. He did the same thing last year. He was checking everybody out. Everybody.
All I know is that we missed out on an opportunity with Darrell Green Beckham. That's now over in Tennessee. Who's supposed to be a number 1
That's true.
receiver for them next year.
I wanted him.
Yeah, I wanted
just saying.
him. I gotta admit that I wanted that boy, but I think he was worried about with all the off-field issue with him. That's another problem there.
He hadn't had a problem in Tennessee yet, so.
All I know is he's still young. You know.
Yeah.
But to me, again, let's talk about this. I mean, if Baalke moves up to the first pick, I got this feeling. I'm hoping it will be.
Okay, guys,
I got quarterback at all.
We got to go to Jesse. We got to see if we can work on his noise. Jess. Yeah, Jess, you got a lot of noise going on there, bro. Is there any way you can do? Any way you can control that?
Yeah. Hold
And
on.
if you're watching any other device, you got to shut it down, or else you're gonna get all kind of feedback and weird stuff.
It's beautiful now.
Yeah, that made a lot of difference, Jess. New guys never know about that, but if there's any sound on the outside, it comes in, it gets amplified like 1,000 times. All right. All right. What was you on that? Oh, we were talking about
The Baalke by the first pick.
Yeah, and Emilio was talking about, do we have a number 1 receiver? As yet, we don't even know. Because you know what? It could be DeAndre White. Who knows? Because none of those guys have been given a shot. Under Tom Sula, we had the most suppressed regime of receivers in the league. So, it's kind of hard to see. Michael, if you had the number 1 pick and you were going to trade up, what direction would you take?
Bosa.
I probably don't think he's going to do that. I think it's all poker at the moment. He's I think what he wants to try to do is try to get all the try to get other teams to pick quarterbacks, so there's more defensive people coming down the line, so he's got more opportunity to choose whoever he wants. That's what I'm thinking. So by putting his name in the hat, so to speak, as the number 1 pick, it's sort of giving the impression that he wants a quarterback. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking.
No, it's a good point. It's a good point because all these GMs are sending up smoke right now, and it's early. This is 4 weeks to go. We're gonna hear a whole lot of other stories too. But go ahead, more.
Yeah. But I think that's where he's going. In his 2011, he did something very similar where he went and ended up getting a quarterback in was it round 2 or Kaepernick or whatever it was. But yeah, I don't think he, even if he was the best quarterback, number one or whatever, I don't think he'll go with it because he's just got an ample array of quarterbacks at the moment at his disposal, and obviously, as a few of the other guys have mentioned before about defense, wins games, and I think he wants to focus on that. And if he can get a bit more leverage by pretending or saying that he wants a quarterback or just to get other teams above him nervous, then that's better for us, really. He's keeping our own interests at hand, I think, by doing that. So, yeah. Get a defender.
Yeah. But Michael, let me go to 00, so we can work on his noise level as well. 007.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Yeah, man. 07, are you outside or what kind of condition you in right now, man? Because we're getting no amount of sound from you, bro.
I have a lot of noise coming from my device.
You got huge noise, huge and multiple.
You know what? I'm gonna have to disconnect and try it back because there's not any noise in my house.
Are you taking a Zumba class?
No. It sounds like there's about 50 people in the room with you. Okay. Go back and call back.
In another house down the street. You know what? I'm gonna hang up and try to call back. Maybe that'll work.
Okay. Do that. Okay. Thanks.
All right. Okay.
All right. Hey, you know what? Okay, guys. Also, Jess? Yeah. Where's Jess? Right, no.
Boy on mute.
No,
What's up, Rama?
Chris, you got the noise, Chris. Chris, where you at, man?
Hi, all. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, Chris, you got.
Hold on 1 second.
Chris.
Hey, Rama, can you hear me?
Give me a minute.
Yeah, give you a minute. Okay.
Hi.
Who's calling?
Yeah, put me on mute for a minute.
All right, go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, put me on mute for a minute.
Hey, Ronbo, what about this is what I hear right now. They're talking about that Denver is not interested in Colin Kaepernick.
Not anymore?
Give me a little more volume. Give me a little volume.
Go ahead.
Tito, I can't hear you, man.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Oh, that's good, yeah.
All right, they're talking about that Denver is not interested in Colin Kaepernick. So I don't know if it's true or not. I don't see us going to the top and getting a quarterback if Colin Kaepernick is going to be with us.
I think
it's interesting you bring that up. I just want to make one more point. You guys can take it. The thing about that, which is very interesting, that comes on the heels of yesterday's rumor that the 49ers are going to release Colin Kaepernick next week. Now, if that should happen, the strain that Denver does not want to give up anything is all over. If Cleveland, for some reason, says, we made a mistake, RG3, we want Colin Kaepernick. If the Jets say, oh, my God, you're a free man, well, we're ready to talk. That is in play. And if Colin says, listen, I'm telling you guys right now, I don't want to stay here, then the 49ers may be compelled to give him his release because he asked for it. Not because they want to, but because he asked for it, and it makes an all-around better deal. 49ers get left with nothing, but Colin Kaepernick is free to sign whatever deal he wants to. You think any truth to that? Give us the will.
My bad, Chris still got that static in the background. There's so much static.
Yeah.
Chris, can you mute your phone?
Yeah, Chris, you're killing us with the noise, babe.
You gotta mute your phone, bro. Yep. What was that question again?
Yeah, I was thinking, Colin Kaepernick could have his own freedom next week. The rumor came out that the 49ers are contemplating releasing him next week, but this is not so much because they want to, but because Colin Kaepernick's camp has probably already made it a big point to let us go so we can make our own deal. And that could be a possibility. It sounds a little far-fetched. 49ers are not about to give up Colin Kaepernick for nothing if they can. Because if nothing else, they could always go to New York and say, hey, we'll take Wilkinson. He doesn't want to play with you guys. You don't want to pay him. You guys need a quarterback. Fitz doesn't want to play for the money you want to pay him. It could be in the works. But those are just theories. But Colin Kaepernick's possible release, do you see that coming next week?
Not at all. It's possible. I mean, I think we would only have to pay him $7 million compared to the $12 million if we keep him. But if we keep him, I mean, and pay him the $12 million, he's still got value on draft day. I mean, he could always be traded to a team like the New York Jets or Denver Broncos for a late round pick. Because that's as good as we're going to get for him at this point. Is no offense to him, but like a fifth, maybe 2 6-round picks or something like that. So I mean, if we could just pay the $12 million and then a team wants to trade for him on draft day, then we could do that. And if we were considering drafting up to the number 1 pick, that would also help out.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, with Tennessee, because they could keep it moving, actually, if they did really want to.
Yeah, but I just don't see us trading up to number 1, and if we do, I don't think we need to take a quarterback because Cleveland just got one, and Tennessee's not going to take one, so really number 3 with the Chargers would be the pick we're looking for. And if we did go with Tennessee at number 1, I would want to say I'd like to draft Jalen Ramsey at that point.
Whoa.
I mean, they say he's the best player in the draft. I mean, I know Buckner and Bosa are a beast, but like I said, you could probably get them with the Chargers at 3, so why trade up all the way to 1?
Yeah,
Good
that's
point.
true.
Good point. Let me
Definitely good point.
Jesse, are you Jess?
What's up?
Yeah, man. Yeah, Jesse, you want to add anything to this, Jesse? Or are you here to chat, or are you just watching?
I'm here to chat, but like, I mean, I don't have anything to say about that. You know?
All right.
No comment.
No problem. All right, listen. You know what? Let me take this. The Todd Riche of ESPN, his mock draft has Goff going, and he's one of those guys that says Goff is going to be going. He says in the 2nd round, Kansas State. OL, Cody Whitehair. Who wants that? Is that possible? Norm.
We need an O lineman. I mean, we got who's the O? I mean, we got Zane Beatles. I mean, we got him. We picked him up. But don't we need like some strength up there to protect the quarterback next season?
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
I got a question.
Because I'm saying they could draft up to get Laremy Tunsil.
Yeah.
You never know. So I mean, O lineman in the works is not. I mean, it's not far fetched for this team, who needs as much protection up front as possible. We need young hogs up front. Like, that's what Dallas did. That's how they got to where they was at a couple whiles back. You know what I'm saying? They had some hogs up front that can build up the run game, you know, that can keep that run game strong. And, you know, that's what I'm looking at right there. Like, I mean, we got to have a good quarterback. We got to have good wide receivers. But if there's no protection up there, can't nobody do nothing on offense. Offense is not going to work.
You know, you make a good point. I just want to say, though, people are talking about the offensive line like it hasn't been changed in any way. But Beatles, I'm looking at Zane Beatles. You got Joe Staley next to him. In the middle, you got
Kilgore.
And there's no longer any danger of Marcus. Marcus Martin was the worst center in the world. I mean, he was ranked as the worst center in football last year. Next to him, Anthony Davis will not sign the papers. If he doesn't do that within a few days by the 4th of April, they're going to be concerned as to whether he's coming back or not. They may move on without him. And then, of course, you got Trent Brown or Andrew Tiller. The offensive line is not going to resemble anything of what it did last season, not to start with. Our depth is going to be an issue.
I think if Anthony Davis doesn't come back and hurry up and sign, the Niners not gonna let him go. So okay, you want to retire? Go ahead, retire again. But we're not gonna let him just walk and give up a guy like that for for free. But I do agree with my man over here saying, like, if we're gonna end up moving to a top pick, I still don't see us getting an offensive lineman. I don't see that. I could see us maybe to jump to number 3. Try to get either, if the Cleveland Browns doesn't get the quarterback, I could see us either moving to the 3rd pick to get the Wentz, or now this is the big thing. If Kaepernick stays with us, then I see us moving to the 3rd to try to get Bosa, Gardner, something like that.
That makes sense.
We do need defensive help. Defensive help. And if we get pressure in the front, our corners should be okay.
We need big help on defense.
Stay at 7. You can't stay at 7 and get a good defensive player.
No, that's true. But you know what, though? Well, I think you can get in the first 2 rounds. There's an abundance of defensive players, not all at the same position. But man, I look down the list and there's just there's about 50 guys.
Yeah, I seen a mock draft. I seen a mock draft. I believe it was in the 5th round. It had us taking 2 defensive ends in that round, and it was like, yeah, there's a lot of defensive talent this year. That was my whole thing on like why I felt like we could take a quarterback with the first pick, just because there's so much defensive talent, so much, and you could get it in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th round, possibly even the 5th round. Who knows?
Well, if you remember from last year, we got Jaquinski Tart in the 2nd round, and he just
exactly.
That boy was bad. I like him.
We would be safe getting one in the 1st round, and then we can get that surprise pick like we did last year.
Yeah, exactly. There's going to be some guys in that 2nd round because we pick early. We're at 7, so I mean, there's still going to be a lot of good guys that didn't get picked in the late 1st round. That probably surprised a lot of people. So.
And we can still trade up with like another, like maybe 2 2nd rounds. So
exactly.
That's what I'm saying. But the big picture here, if we do move up back to the 1st, I mean, right now we don't know what's really gonna happen with the Browns.
They're taking a
hearsay, but the thing is, they're also saying that they don't want to take a quarterback with the 2nd pick. They're
Are the Browns saying that?
They either go after offensive lineman or defensive end.
I bet my
There's
house
no reason.
their quarterback.
Okay, wait. What, Tito? Do you believe that?
Well, it's kind of hard because Hughes is so crazy about RG3. Now, if Hughes come out and change that boy to a better quarterback, you know what I mean? Say the Browns needs everything. They need offensive line.
Just like we do. Shit.
Yeah.
What the hell?
We're not like the Browns.
But remember, RG3 was the first round pick.
I just want to say one more thing to Tito. Tito, you know what's so funny? Because I was watching yesterday, RG3 has accepted. He looks forward to the Browns drafting a quarterback, and he says, "I'm looked upon as a veteran now, and I will take him under my wing." I was shocked to hear the recording. I said,
he's on. This is what he's doing. Just talking. He knows he doesn't want to give that up.
I was gonna say the same thing. Wouldn't you say the same thing, and nobody else wanted you?
Hey guys, wait, 007.
Yeah, but the thing is, why the hell he wants to go to the Browns, man? He's gonna get killed there.
Hold on, guys.
Only team that wanted.
He just wanted to go.
Hey, we got 007 in the house. Hold up.
007 has been with us for a while. He's been trying to get in. He's been telling me every week he's going to get in. 007, you are in, my man.
I'm here, man. I'm here. I'm ready. What's up?
Yeah, man. There's all kind of things. Touch upon whatever subject you want to, because like we're going to go round and round here with like 30 different subjects anyway. You must have something on your mind, though. What's going on with you?
Yeah, man. Well, everyone's talking about trading up and what we're trying to do. I think, to me, if we don't take a quarterback with our first pick, to me, the draft's a fail. Because I think I'm really Goff and Wentz. I think both have a really good chance to be really, really good. I personally like Goff because he played at a higher level. He has the characteristics that you want in the Kelly offense. He's been working for 2 years, and other guys only started for 1.5 or what have you. But he just really sold on Goff. I really, really feel, that's just my opinion though, I feel that he's going to be awesome in the NFL. So I feel if we have a chance to get him, that we should take it, do whatever we can. I think what's going to happen is, number one, I think that the first pick might be traded to a team that really wants either Goff or Wentz. So I think that what's either going to happen is Tennessee might take their offensive tackle, or that someone else moves ahead of the Browns to take the quarterback they really want, i.e. the Niners, the Eagles, the Rams. Which, if that happens, that means that the Browns are taking the next quarterback that's available. So I think the Niners right now should be worried about that if they really want to take a quarterback this year, which I think they should, because you don't really get a lot of chances to get a franchise guy. You really don't. If you think that you can get a franchise guy and you're in a position like we are with the number 7 pick, you have to take it. You have to. And then if you miss on one of those guys or both of them, people are going to look back and say, what were you thinking? You had a chance. You didn't do it. So I think you need to get Goff. I think that what I personally think is going to happen is I think no one's going to trade for the first pick. I think they're going to be asking for way too much. So I think they're going to take Carson because I really like him. And then I think we should go for the third pick and make sure that we get Goff. I think we should trade for the pick and draft Goff.
I agree with everything he said, pretty much everything, except I think Cleveland would actually trade their spot because, like everyone says, where we're at, we're either going to get Wentz or Goff. I don't think Cleveland needs to spend that amount of money at 2 on a quarterback if they could just get the second best one, having RG3 already. So really, nobody that needs a quarterback in this draft should have to trade up to number 1. They should just consider trading Cleveland or the Chargers. Because if a team's fine with getting the second best quarterback, then they'll do it after Cleveland. Because we all know Tennessee's not taking a quarterback, so nobody should need to trade up to number 1 unless they're taking Jalen Ramsey.
Well,
Hey guys, check this out. We're all talking about the Browns. We're talking about the Rams and the Eagles. What about this picture? What about the Cowboys just take a quarterback?
Hey man, I've been saying that for the longest. I'm gonna say. Goff is going to the Cowboys. I've been saying that for the longest.
Yeah, I'm just saying that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Everybody's feelings. He's gonna wear this star. I'm just sorry. He's just.
And did y'all hear Jerry Jones talking about? We don't want a quarterback.
Hey man, that is Jerry Jones. He does that. If he said to the Cowboys, and I'm gonna tell you why I know this. My mother-in-law is a big Cowboy fan. I hear shit all the time.
Oh, man.
So this,
but the other thing I'm going to say is this. If we don't move up, if we're going for a quarterback, I think we either need to move up. I think either we try to move up to the second or the third pick. If the Browns, which more likely they will need more picks because they need a lot of players more than us.
Yeah.
I think either second or third pick is the best thing. Because a number 1 pick, they're going to ask for too much. You can thank the Redskins for that crap. Because they're going to ask. They're going to ask for three first-round drafts and a couple of lower picks. No way.
2 is not worth it. 2 is not worth it, so yeah.
I say
it would be worth it. I think this first-round pick this year, next year's first-round pick, and then a second or third-round pick this year, number 1 pick. If I was Trent Baalke, I would make that deal. For a franchise quarterback, 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick, I do it, especially because one of the first-round picks you're going to use to draft off this year, so it's really just 1 round pick next year, and then your pick in the second round this year.
That's still too much.
That's not bad, but like I said.
Hold on, guys. I didn't talk to 07 for a second. 07, can you get your mic up closer to your mouth? You're fading up and down.
My phone's dying. I'll be back.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I'd love to hear Mark. Guys, hold on a second. I'd love to hear Mark's take on this. As Mark, there's some speculation as to how much is too much to trade for the number 1 pick. Now, I'm not even going to talk about who we're talking about picking because we're hearing about every position. But if you were going to take the picks and you were going to trade them, would you trade a whole lot of picks or would you just leave that alone?
All right, personally, what I would do is if I were to trade up, I would go for an offensive lineman. I would go for Tunsil. The reason why is because we could trade up for a quarterback, right? But he's probably for the first year or so. But in the end, I mean, that quarterback is going to be nothing without a good solid line. So we're going to need protection, especially with the offensive line that we have right now.
I'll be honest, I don't want to move up to those 2 or 3 picks to get an offensive line. I mean, if I'm going to move up to the second or third pick or something like that, I would try to either, if we give it a cap, and it does happen on draft day, I say let's go for the second or third pick to get a quarterback. Try not to give up the second round pick for if we trade up. I say give up the first maybe a third round, and try to move it from there for next year. But I will keep the second round pick because,
So,
like I said, there's a lot of good defensive player.
Okay,
If we trade,
Tito, wait, hold on. Let Mark finish out though.
the thing is that, I mean, I understand everybody wants to take a quarterback if they move up, but the thing is that we're not going to have any protection for that quarterback. We don't know if Anthony Davis is coming back or not. We don't know the condition of the lineman. So we could take a quarterback. Is he going to have protection? You know, and we could say that he's good now in college, but I mean, you know, is he going to have the protection? He's going to be able to prove himself in the NFL.
Yeah, but the thing, he's not going to play right there.
Hold on, Tito. But you know, here's the thing. Whoever comes in this year is not going to be on that field.
That's right.
He's not going to be the starter.
Season. Yeah, he's not going to be on the field for another season. That's pretty much a wasted pick. Well, can you imagine the 49ers throwing Goff or Wentz on the field immediately? It's just.
Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they?
I would bet huge money against it. Huge money. Because here's the thing.
Once
he's got to come in. He's got to acclimate to the NFL. Even if he plays this year, ain't no way in HELL he's going to start. Not in the first 2 or 3 weeks. Oh, no.
When's the last?
If he does,
here's the problem with that. He starts in the first 2 or 3 weeks. What if disaster hits? We got a tough schedule. He becomes Blaine Gabbert. Gabbert was a good quarterback coming out of Mizzou.
The experience doesn't hurt.
And mentally, he could get it in preseason. But you start him in game 1, he's already a little nervous. They sack him, boom, his mind is gone. His game 2, he comes up again, his confidence is gone. You have ruined the quarterback. You'll be responsible for that mess.
He's got to start one day. He's got to start one day.
In the first 3 weeks.
But
he doesn't have to start.
If we draft a quarterback with the first pick, he's going to be he's going to be in a sideline taking notes. There's no way he's going to start. We got Gabbert, he's going to start. As long as we don't give up our next year first round to get our quarterback, we'll be okay. I say this. He's going to be on a sideline. Gabbert's going to be the quarterback. He's going to learn. If Gabbert falter, which more likely, which I still don't like him. If he does, I could see Chip Kelly put him in there. But he's not going to start because just like Ronbo said, the beginning of the season when it starts, it's going to be some hard schedule. So I say sit down and learn, and let's
You're pretty much taking his confidence away already by saying, hey, look, guy, these are some tough teams. You might not be able to beat them.
Please, come on.
That's a way to knock a guy's confidence down.
Hey, now, wait a minute. Hold it now because we
give Norm the floor.
Hey, but now some of the good quarterbacks that's been out there right now had been out their first year.
Exactly.
Russell Wilson, first year. Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick sat out his first year.
Blake Bartle.
Steve Young sat out his year.
Yep.
Yeah, but you're not naming first-round picks. When's the last time a first-round pick besides Derek Carr only sitting out for 4 games sit out in his first season?
Derek, there's another one.
Yeah, but that was 4 games. I mean, they still couldn't hold off on him. When's the last Teddy Bridgewater played, Blake Bortles played, and all of them are successful already?
Keep in mind, though, Will, those teams didn't have a quarterback.
Bam.
See? Now,
we don't have a quarterback.
I'll tell you what, Will. I'll give you this. Hold on a second. I'll give you this. If he comes in, he competes against Dylan Thompson, and he competes against Gabbert. He beats him out. I'm sure that it'll be noticed. But to ask him to come to the NFL, how many years was he at Cal? 2, 3?
4 years. 4 years.
He's a senior this year, so he's going to come into the NFL and he's going to start. I don't see him beating out Gabbert for one thing. Gabbert's got a little too much polish. He can't beat,
but
you forget Gabbert's over there learning. He's learning the system from.
He's already working up Chip Kelly's system right now.
Yeah,
it's going to be
he's going to sit down. He's going to be on the sideline.
It's an even start right now for both of them, and I'll tell you this: if Goff or Wentz can't beat out Gabbert in preseason, then nobody should have drafted him in the first place. That's a waste. I'm not looking to draft a quarterback who's going to be sitting behind Gabbert because his talent isn't there yet. I'm not looking for that.
Yeah.
The reason why
And who really knows if Kaepernick's leaving?
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. We don't know if Kaepernick's leaving. We don't.
Yeah, that's the big question
Okay,
right
can I
there.
say
That's the
something?
big thing. That's right there.
That's what I'm trying to say though. Like that's why I honestly think
Okay, but
probably if we
One at a time, guys. One at a time.
I mean, if we move up, I honestly think we're gonna take an offensive lineman because if Kaepernick stays, it would help him out. Regardless of the quarterback situation, it's gonna help him out. Would you really honestly think that we would trade all those picks for a quarterback that's gonna be sitting on the sideline?
And you think that we're gonna try to trade all those one?
Yes, I honestly would. Have you seen him, bro? Have you honestly seen him?
Yeah, there's other good offensive linemen in the draft. There's no reason to trade up for Tunsil when there's other good. Stanley's right next to him as far as like being good, and there's still a bunch of other great guards. And we don't even need an offensive tackle to be honest, because Trent Brown and Joe Staley are tackles, and Anthony Davis, if he does come back, is another one. So there's no reason to draft an offensive tackle.
Interesting.
Okay.
Brandon, go ahead. Brandon, you got a point?
Yeah. Can I bring this to the table? That when we look at these quarterbacks, we're looking at Cook, we're looking at Goff, we're looking at Wentz, and even Lynch. Do they fit Chip Kelly's system? Are they going to work in a Chip Kelly offense? Are they going to be quick enough? Are they going to be Are they going to be able to play just the fakes? Are they going to be? Are they going to be talented enough for Chip Kelly's offense? Because right now, Colin Kaepernick fits that slot perfectly. And
Perfectly.
This is why a good point, Brent. Excellent.
And not only that, we got I think 3 quarterbacks next year in next year's draft. If Colin fails, that fits Chip Kelly's system already. So there's much more in play in this draft, and I feel like we have a better shot next year at a quarterback if that was needed. But right now, I think Colin fits us perfectly. I don't think we should let him go, and I think he needs to stay.
Good point.
And even if he gets injured, Blaine Gabbert fits in there perfectly.
I'm going with Brandon on this one.
In that offense perfectly if Colin gets injured or absolutely sucks.
The problem is Wentz is getting so much hype right now. Daniel Jeremiah said Carson Wentz is the best player he's ever seen on Pro Day. That's scary stuff.
Yeah, I heard he was smoking.
It was quite
Denver was this was an NFL Network. Denver was saying they were willing to trade that big tackle they got, offensive lineman, the tackle. I forget his name.
Ryan Clady.
Yeah, they want to trade him in the draft pick for Colin Kaepernick. If that happened, then I see us trying to move up to get a quarterback. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not one to draft a quarterback. I'm a defensive player. I love defense. I mean, to me, defense wins championship. But if we move up, then I could see us getting a quarterback.
It would be obvious at that point.
Okay, you know what? And let me hinge on that, because as we know, Ian Williams is now in trouble. Glenn Dorsey's out. We have now down to a very handful of defenders. Is that going to affect the draft, Kenny? Is Jesse still with us? Or let's get that to Nate. Nate.
I think he left.
Oh, there's Nate right here.
Oh, there you go. Oh, okay.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Nate. Well, Nate.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Nate. Nate, listen, man. We're wondering what are we going to do in the draft. There's all kind of rumors going around about the 49ers trading up to No.1, which is probably going to end up being a rumor. But our defensive core has suddenly gotten really weak. Where are you going to go with your first pick?
Ian Williams, I guess he was injured in his ankles or something like that. I really don't know. I'm still set on the quarterback because it can change a lot. I don't want a big optimistic. That's a quarterback, man.
I didn't hear him, man.
Nate, Nate, what kind of Nate? You got a mouthpiece on your headphones?
No, can you hear me now?
Nah, Nate, it's pretty rough, man. Nate, we really need the earbuds with a mouthpiece, or else you're gonna end up being a very audible mess. Okay, and also we're collecting every sound in your house. Nate, can I get you to do that and get back to us next week, bro? Otherwise, it makes it impossible for you to transmit.
Okay, I'll do that.
Sorry, Nate. Okay. All right, now guys, let me hand that question. Let's go back to Emilio.
Yes, sir.
Emilio, our defensive line. Oh, are we in trouble, man? We got all kind of people missing. How do you address that? Because it's too late for free agency. Who knew that Ian Williams was trying to jive his way into a contract with bad ankles? Dorsey's got another problem. We got 3 guys now, and it's Mike Purcell. QD can move into that spot, and Eric Armstead. And we got a couple other guys. Gerard Eddy's out looking around for another job. What do you do?
Well, we already knew we were already short at defensive line. With the thing with Ian Williams, we already knew he was hurt in the beginning. Anyways, he already had that problem since last year. He was hurt. He was just wasn't it? He was kind of babying his injury. So that was just I was not shocked or surprised when they said, "Oh, we're gonna give him a new deal." So that we're gonna have to Trent Baalke is gonna get his players out of this draft. He has no choice. He's not gonna switch. I don't see him trading up. I just don't. If he does, it'll be for his defense. He's gonna build his defense before he builds his offense. He's gonna get a quarterback in the late rounds if Kaepernick does stay. He's gonna keep Kaepernick. I don't see Kaepernick leaving at this point in time because it's just at this point they're just stuck with the man. Honestly, they're just stuck.
Listen, I say keep him because the system works for. Listen, I won't cut him, and then he can go all the way around. Because this is what they was talking about.
I agree. I've been saying that since a long time ago that this offense works for Kaepernick. Yeah. No matter what nobody.
I said that since Chip Kelly's hired.
On paper, it looks like it would work for this man. Honestly, this is what it is. It's just like Harbaugh, the read option. Throw the ball when you need to, run the ball when you need to. We just need, honestly, I like Carlos Hyde, but you still don't know if he can carry that whole load like Gore did.
And
you just don't know because he was hurt.
And to be honest,
hold on. Don't everybody fire at once.
But like I said, if Colin stays, it helps. After we do that, we need to get the line, fix that line, and then get a running back. Because like I said, we don't know if none of these running backs can carry the load like Gore did. Because that was Kaepernick's security blanket was Gore. If he was in trouble, he would give it to Gore. So that's what he needs, his security blanket.
I mean, and the best defense in the NFL. And the best defense in the NFL.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I was talking about before.
But defense wins championships, period.
All I know is this. If Colin Kaepernick stays with the Niners, then I don't see us getting a quarterback this year. Maybe in the second, maybe third round. But I do see us, if we try to move up to get one badass defensive player, I'd be happy with that. But again, in the second round, we could always go from there. What happens? Because, like I said, if Colin Kaepernick stays with us and doesn't go nowhere, then I don't see us getting drafted in a quarterback with the 7th pick or moving up to get a quarterback.
Michael had something he wanted to say. Go right ahead, Michael.
I did. Okay.
Well, I thought you were getting ready to say something.
Look, I have to agree with Brandon on this. It's Cap. I think this will suit if he stays around. I think I don't think we really need a best this year on a quarterback, especially in the first round, because if Cap stays, and even Gabbett, he's got the attributes that Chip is looking for. So we've got a quite good base there. I mean, it would be nice to get either Wentz or Goff, but I mean, realistically, there are other areas. Defense is probably our area that we need to sort of focus on. I think in Australia, obviously, we've got a lot of sports that and rugby league, rugby union, and AFL, and all these various other sports, and all the crappy teams when they start from ground zero. You basically, the good coaches focus on defense first, and then you start seeing the desire and just to stay in the game, and then the next phase is basically once they sort out defense, it's about possession of the ball. So if we've got more possession than the other team, then obviously that's less chance for them to score. And once they can get those two things down pat, then it's all out attack. So I'm hoping that Chip, although he's very he's good with his X's and O's, I'm hoping that you focus, this year just, building up sort of more of a defensive framework just to offset, his attacking skills. So anyway, that's basically all I wanted to say about that.
Yeah, that's why Chip went and got his people for the defense. He knows what it takes to run a defense behind him. That's why I pretty much got him. Let 07 in for a minute. Go ahead, 07.
Okay. So I've been hearing a lot of people saying that our team needs defense and that our defense is bad and all this stuff. Let's really quickly just go through the defense real fast. I want to say something. Safety position. Antoine Bate.
Jesus.
Eric Reed.
Ouch.
And Jaquan. Damn. All those guys are good. Quarterback Aker. He played really good last year. Other quarterback sucks. Jermaine Brock sucks.
Wait, 07, hold on a second. Where's your mic, buddy?
The mic's on.
Have you got on your? Is it on your wire?
I'm using a different pair. The other pair pro.
Okay, yeah, bring the mic up closer to your mouth because you've got a very scary sound coming out of that mic. See if you can get that mic closer to your mouth. Yeah, it's shooting up and down.
Is that doing anything at all?
No, it didn't do anything. Yeah, okay. 07, you know what? I got that mic. I really wish.
Softer.
Yeah, it's a real tinny sound that sort of like crashes into the ears. I don't know if that's going to record actually. Earlier it was a little better though. I don't know what happened. Anyway, okay, we're gonna have to let you go on that one. Okay, Mark.
Yo, what up? All right. I have a question. What do you guys think about Ashawn Robinson, the nose tackle out of Alabama? 6'3", 307.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to get him unless we trade our first-round pick down because he's not going anywhere past the first round. So, yeah, unless we trade up back into the first round, but still we're going to have to get somewhere up in the, 15 somewhere because he's the best defensive tackle on paper in the draft. So, yeah, I don't think we'd be able to get him.
But then you look at who needs that player more than we do. Then you got a chance to get
everyone needs a defensive tackle, especially in the 4-3 system. So
yeah,
there's a lot of teams that are going to need them.
A lot of teams are 4-3.
A lot of 4-3 teams. Seattle could pick them up.
Oh no!
That's just how they go, though. Then they end up getting lucky because they end up getting those late round picks after having a good season, and then they end up with a good player because no one else needed that position yet.
Hold on, Seattle got a first round this year? I thought they gave that up for this guy.
Jimmy Graham, you're right.
Yeah.
No, they're still in the first round. They're at 24, 23, something like that. Yeah, they're in the first round.
Yeah, they're in the 20s.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we're out of time, guys. Anybody got any closing statements before we say goodbye? Go ahead, start. Will, go ahead, say your last thing so we can say goodbye.
Yeah, just before I go, all I got to say to the people that believe Chip Kelly and Colin Kaepernick go together, you guys are right, but everyone needs to remember that he doesn't want to play for the 49ers at all. And even though we own him and can play him, do you guys remember when he was missing wide open wide receivers, not even looking their way? That was somewhat intentional, so I don't want to see him out on the field if he's going to intentionally suck. So we got to get rid of him, so you guys need to really honestly consider taking the best quarterback in the draft, not someone in the second or third round, someone who is the best quarterback, and if that's out of Wentz or Goff, we got to decide, I'm telling you. And next year's bunch of quarterbacks, I haven't really looked into it, but I will later, and if any of them are outranking what Goff's looking like this year, then maybe we wait till next year. But anyway, that's it for me.
All right, Will. See you next week, buddy. Interesting, Norm. Did you ever for 1 minute think that Colin Kaepernick was throwing blanks on purpose?
Well, maybe. But, he said he was working on some injuries, though. Like, that, I don't even know how to pronounce it.
His eyesight?
His eyesight. Yeah, but when you're working on certain injuries like that, I think that takes away from your game. And, I haven't been injured at that level, but I have been injured before, and yeah, it does it messes up the psyche too. So, but I mean, this is my little closing statement is, this is the encouragement to all the fans. Don't panic. The rumors are just rumors. Don't listen to the rumors. Stay away. Don't believe all the smoke screens coming from the front office. And no matter what happens, no matter who we get on the team, let's hold them down, man. Like straight up, let's hold them down because that's what faithfuls do.
That's a good point. All right, Norm. See you next week, bro.
Niners all day.
All right. All right, Michael. Do you have anything you want to say before we say goodbye?
Yeah. Apart from, I sort of I've heard everyone's comments about whether we should go with a quarterback or a defender, or I think it's a bit of a mix. Whatever happens in this first round, I don't think whoever we get, I don't think it's going to be a negative. I think it's going to be a positive, regardless if it's going to be a quarterback or a defensive person. So I think, I can't see unless Baalke does something really out of left field. I think we'll be all right. I think.
Which he's famous for.
All
right, Michael.
Mary. Okay.
All right. We'll look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks, Michael. Bye-bye.
All right.
All right, Mark.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything you want to say before we say goodnight?
I mean, personally, I think that. I understand and I agree with everybody that we should take a quarterback, like I said previously. And, he's going to... I honestly feel like we shouldn't take a quarterback at the first round because the reason why is he's going to end up sitting, backup. Regardless, we just need to take, someone to protect them, or we need a good, solid defensive player. Someone that... our defense is good and everything, and we have solid players. It's just I think our defense needs some help.
Lots. Oh, lots. You're right. I agree with that wholeheartedly, Mark. All right, bro. See you next week. All right.
Take it easy.
Emilio.
Yeah.
Emilio.
Man.
I tell you, man, it's like the 49ers' problems. Sitting up in that front office has got to be pure hell, knowing what is next to do. Oh, no, man. But anyway, what do you want to add before you say goodbye?
I see, like I've been saying, Baalke's building this team out of his draft. You see he didn't pick up no one free agency. It's not, it's kind of late on that to try to even get anybody. So I was like, it's not that our defense sucks. We just need help in the front line. That was our big issue. Is what we need. We need the front seven to be fixed. Between the linebackers and the linemen, that's our help. What we need the most. And then you can, well, yeah, that too. But it's just with the issues with Ian Williams and Eddie, and then what was the other guy, Glenn Dorsey? Those guys, the guys are getting old. The only one that was young was Ian Williams, and like I said, he was the one with he was babying his injury anyway. So that was already an issue. So I was kind of surprised I even gave him that big of a deal in the first place. And then when I see, he did lead with the tackles and what was it on the D line, but like I said, nobody was getting to the quarterback. So to me, that's what we need to draft first. It's a defensive lineman. That's where we need to go. We can say quarterback, but if we can't get to the quarterback, they're just going to launch. Our secondary is just going to get their ass whooped. That's just simple. I don't care who is back there. We can have the number one safety, the number one DB. If the quarterback has time to throw, that receiver's going to catch the ball 9 out of 10 times anyways. So that's just...
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
We need a defensive lineman. Like we say, people didn't like the Super Bowl. I did because it was nothing but defense. That's what we need to do. You get to the quarterback. You get to the quarterback. We win games. So it's just we need to fix that defensive line. Well, not even the front seven. Fix that first, then we can go from there. Other than that, our team is going to be horrible from there. It's just...
Emilio, by the way, I just want to compliment on your look, man. You look like Top Gun, man. those glasses and that headphones, man. I can swear he's got to be in an airplane, man. Emilio, I see you a little later, all right?
Yeah.
All right, Emilio.
All right, man.
All right. Hey, Tito.
Yo.
Go ahead, man. What you want to say?
I say this. Everybody knows that I want a defensive player up front. Defense wins championship. I've been saying that since the day one. But if this freaking Baalke does some crazy ass thing to get a quarterback, and he's not helping the defense, Emilio's right. If you don't go after the quarterback, bombs away. Boom. Our cornerback, it's okay. It's not great. But if you fix the front, the defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle, whatever, you fix that, I can guarantee you that they won't be having a lot of time trying to throw the ball, and our cornerbacks will be okay. Now, if the Colin Kaepernick goes, again, we can always go to second round. We don't need to give up so much to move up to get a quarterback. Because in my eyes, they're going to be on the sideline with a clipboard. Next year, there could be a better quarterbacks coming out. Defense wins championship. If you don't know it, then I don't know what Super Bowl you saw last time. Because what I saw is they were killing that quarterback, and I loved it.
Talk to Cam. He's still mad.
Oh, man. He's a little baby. So, Rambo and everybody, you guys take it easy. I'll check you out next week, man.
All right, Tito.
All right, brother.
07. Let me see. Let's see if we can hear you now, man. You got something you want to say?
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you a little, not bad this time. It's okay. It doesn't have that ear-piercing sound. Okay, go ahead.
I have no idea what was going on, man. I don't know what's going on my phone today, but yeah, man. I just want to say, like I said, if we don't take Goff, all I want to say is we're the number 7 pick, and the top 7 prospects overall, we're gonna get a good player, no matter where it is. Like I wouldn't be upset if we drafted DeForest Buckner. If he's there at 7, can you imagine DeForest Buckner and our rookie from last year, Armstead?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Armstead, and they both went to Oregon, and they both have experience with Chip Kelly's system. And if we had that front with a dial in the middle, that would be awesome front. So if we don't get the quarterback, if we could get him, if we could get Miles Jack's going to be a beast. He's like Navarro Bowman 2.0 before his injury. That's him. That's Navarro Bowman. We have Jalen Ramsey out there, Tunsil's out there, and there's Vernon Hargroves, Staley, the Stonley, whatever his name is, the offensive tackle. We're going to get a good player regardless. So if we don't get a quarterback first round, the quarterback to watch out for after that would be the one right out of Stanford. That guy looks like he could be good one day. Maybe we could draft him and have a 3-way competition in camp for the starting quarterback this year, and we could still bench him. There are other quarterbacks in this draft. Another good name is the quarterback out of what's his name? Ohio State, Cardell Jones.
Yeah, I was going to ask about him today. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Cardell Jones is not a bad QB. People are saying he's going to go in the 2nd round, okay? So Cardell Jones and the kid out of, I think his name is Landon Hogan, those are 2 guys right there who I actually like also. I don't think they're anywhere near the good as prospects as Wentz or Goff, but those are guys that have some serious talent and that people have their eye on. So if we don't go quarterback in the 1st round, if we don't take a Cardell Jones or a Logan, whatever, I forget, the guy out of Stanford, then that would be really. But I doubt if we don't take a quarterback in the 1st round, those are 2 guys that you watch for that the Niners should, if they're smart, target, because those guys I think have some serious talent also.
Like it. All right, 07, man. Glad you could join us today, bro.
Yeah, it's been a long time, man. I love your show, man. I love talking
man.
Niners. I can talk Niners all day, every day, man.
I can see that. I wish we had all day. All
Yeah.
right. See you next time, okay?
I'll try to be back for the next show, all right, man.
I hope so. All right, bro.
See you later. All right, good night.
Now, what's interesting is, coming into this, I was thinking maybe we're going to draft for that quarterback in the 1st round. But now, after listening to these guys, I don't know. Maybe we're not going to draft in the first round, and we're not going to trade up all those picks. When you think about it, and you know Trent Baalke as much as everybody else does, there's no way in the world Trent's going to give up all those draft picks for a first round pick to go after a quarterback. So the mystery, the intrigue, the drama carries on. Look forward to seeing you next Sunday. Night-night!